Hey, chicks, let's chat. So listen, I don't have that much time today, but I just wanted to share this little thing with y'all. So I was doing my little Lyft, right, and I ran across this older lady. And for some reason, like, I'm very intrigued with people when they say that they're married and that they've been married for like over 20 and 30 years and that they seem happy. I'm very intrigued with those relationships, right? So I asked this lady, I was like, well, what do you think has kept y'all going, right? So this is probably about the third or fourth time I asked the person that when they told me that, how long they've been married. So this particular lady told me that she was 77 years old and that her husband was 91. So they still ticking, still kicking it, right? So I was taking her to the Benz, to the Mercedes-Benz dealer or whatever. So she had, got some work on a car or something, or maybe was picking up a car, I don't know. But anyways, this lady said something to me that I have never heard any woman say about their husband. That lady say that man treasures her. And, maybe it was the vernacular, her, decision to just use the word treasure. But that thing blew me away. Like, man, imagine the feeling of a man that treasures you, not just loves you. Usually our descriptions stop with love. I know he loved me, But man, listen, it's a whole different animal when you feel that man treasures you. That includes love. Love these days seems like it's the starting point. It's the starting point. But for a woman to actually feel that a man treasures her, that thing just, oh my God, it just resonated with me. It just blew me away. Like, I just loved to hear that. Because that means that man made her feel. He made her feel that. And it's one thing for a person for us to just know, assume, or really hope that they feel a way about us after a certain amount of years. They say it, we've been together, we've been dealing, so we know that at this point there has to be a level of love there. So we say that. But when we can honestly say that man made us feel a way, I don't hear too many. I ain't never heard no woman say that. But when I even just think about it, it's like, to even just hear a woman say that man makes her feel so special or so wanted, so needed, or he makes me feel loved. Like, I don't even really hear those type of descriptions. Like I say, you just know that he loves you, but it doesn't necessarily come with the fact that he makes you feel love. And as women, we like to feel. We be in our feels. But yeah, and she said the other thing, which I know, a lot of times dudes, will do this, but accompanied with the fact that he treasures her. She said that he was always proud to introduce her as my wife. Like, he loved that. Now, could it be that, some of that was that, hey, this girl is 20 years younger than him? Yes, of course. You got a person on your arm that she's a trophy. But at 77, baby, she ain't no trophy no more. And y'all still kicking it. So something had to be there had to be a form of legitimacy there, you know. And the other part that resonated with me was that she said she couldn't even look at a store or at something that she wanted without him saying, do you want that? You want that? I'll get you. Now y'all know that took me all the way out right there, because now you definitely speaking my language, sir. And so for me, it was the components of this man freely willing to go out his way for her, do whatever she wanted, whatever she needed. That alone, you know, with making her feel that she was loved, she was set up on a pedestal. Who would leave a person like that? And who would cheat on a person like that? Who wouldn't submit to a person like that? Any woman would. Any decent, good woman would. If he made you feel that he treasured you, it was nothing he wouldn't do for you. You would just have to be broken, battered, bruised, and everything not to be able to, you know, accept that and reciprocate that. And not to say that there ain't nobody out there like that, but so that was, you know, that just made my day. Just to hear that, it just made my day. So she was like, she said, so I would just say, you know, maybe an older man, you know, because she said that, here's the other thing she said. She said that both of those marriages, it was their second go round, right? He had been married 20-some years before that. So basically he had a whole nother life before he even met her. And she had been married. She said, but when she was married to her first husband, she said the marriage was terrible. She said, and what she found to be the problem with that is that they were the same age, and she said they were always in competition with each other. Now that is something that resonated with me, because I find that to happen often in our relationships. You know, it's like a guy, he ain't always saluting you that you doing your thing and you trying to come up and you trying to have this, have that. You know, I've seen guys that actually try to, you know, take you down a notch. You know, like it's their job to humble you. No, dude, it's your job to match my energy and to exceed and excel my energy so I can feel comfortable with you leading me. That's your job, because you ain't gonna humble me. That ain't your job. Either I'm humble or I'm not. But just because I'm ambitious, just because I want to have things, want to do things, that don't mean I'm not humble. It means I'm driven. But to a guy who's not doing anything and who's not ambitious, who doesn't really have anything going on, it looks to him like you're tooting your horn, and he don't know how to take that. And I understand you don't know how to take it, because you ain't doing nothing with yourself. So you don't know what it feels like when a person is really putting in some work, and then they see the fruits of their labor, and that make them feel good. You think, oh, they doing too much, oh, they, you know, she's bragging, she's this. No, I'm seeing the fruits of my labor. I did that. I put that work in, that time in. Yes, I love it. Can't wait to get on to the next task. So, yeah, the thing she said really, really stood out, and I just was like, wow, like I always say, like, I'm a person that I love, you know, so I love to hear about relationship stuff, and, you know, especially positive stuff, because we always hear about the negatives and the stuff that can go wrong and does go wrong. But it's so refreshing to run across people who, you know, they really live in their till death do us part thing, you know, and they probably closer to death do us part than they are the beginning stages. Everybody in love and crazy about each other at the beginning stages, but, you know, when life has really did its big one, it took y'all up, down, and through there. Have you, you know, been able to withstand those tests? for me, like, it's encouraging to hear that, and it gives you something to look forward to, because even if you never run across that, still now you know that, boom, that's on that list. You know what I'm saying? Like, to really pay attention to how that person makes you feel. Do they make you feel like they love you, they treasure you, you really mean something to them? Or are you just taking up space? You just filling voids for them. You just somebody to waste time with or whatever. Give you something to think about. Have a good one.